Now they're horribly outnumbered and surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
So unless they want to like kamikaze like during the last movie.
And now that we've sent out all of my copies, I'm actually gonna make some more while the battle's going on.
Is that a secret mission?
Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna go into another room and start building.
God mode, dude.
I think I just fried his brain.
Did we just kill everybody?
You might have even killed yourself with this.
No, I mean we sent out to their ships, not our ships.
You might still be in range.
We know what it'll do, so we would have pulled back. At least enough.
Enough.
I've already said.
Would
that
you
I
be
had to
enough
pull it
for?
back.
Would you be enough for a black hole if I were to do another one?
The black holes don't start right away. They have a. They start.
They're fast though.
They are very fast.
But there's also no matter around to start to feed it, so it would take longer.
Immediately there's there's immediately a huge.
Right, but I mean, we would still see it happening. Look, if I can run away from one,
Thing
just
is,
using enhance and get to my ship and fly away.
I don't want this to be an end game either.
I'm going to hyperspace.
No, it's fine. You don't know this is going on. I got this. Don't worry. I can.
That's okay. I've got
God
destiny points to burn. I will be fine.
I know, right?
Same.
We got this.
Is it not reasonable to assume that I would have at least guessed one of them would have created a black hole
Yeah.
after seeing it?
Yeah. But initially 4 shot down, so that's good news.
Wait, 4 out of 200.
Yeah.
I was thinking like all but like 10 or whatever are gonna get shot down.
Oh, we just made a huge massive bomb.
We might have fucked up.
So, here we go. So
I
let's see.
think you would have been perfectly okay with just the 10 you had.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
trying to see how black holes
One
start?
per each.
Well, I'm seeing how many. Yeah. I'm gonna calculate them all up before I. So let's see. That's 3 rolls I made so far.
We might
4.
have crashed.
That one missed. Doesn't do anything. 5. Miss, but
They cancel.
They cancel.
Okay.
6.
Are you gonna do all 200? 196?
Actually, I'd be doing 100. Yeah, I'd be 196 currently. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't cancel.
Yeah, there's that one. So,
That's 2.
but 3 of them are shot down.
95.
Okay.
That's how I'm using the threats.
Okay.
So there's 193 now.
We're gonna get 100 of these fucking black holes. We're gonna end the whole.
I should make that
galaxy.
plural.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I've done 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
well,
many are
let me
you
do a
doing?
tracker right now.
Are you
6.
doing? How many are you doing?
Currently, I will have to do
190.
193.
Rolls?
Yes.
You want to just do like
No, it's fine. I got this.
10 and then just multiply?
But it missed. It missed.
Oh, it did.
I don't think that really matters if it created a black hole. I mean, they don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I didn't destiny point it though. Like, why would they make black holes?
Triumphs.
Triumphs.
Because they have the ability.
That's
So
true.
a massive amount of triumphs.
It missed. Okay, so that's 8.
We can't. This is. Gonna
We'll
take
stop
like-
after 10.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And we'll just assume
4 days later.
Yeah, I know.
Miss.
9, missed. 10, missed.
Miss.
Okay.
So
So
3
we will-
black holes.
So hold on. I'm going to multiply it by... I'm
30.
going to...
So yeah, technically, if you was to do 193 and you had 3 out of 10 hit,
Well,
Be like 20,
we'd have to assume
24.
every now and then 4 to 3 of them would get shot down.
right?
Once they become so close they cannot escape each other's gravity, they merge and to become one bigger black hole. Such an event would be extremely violent. Even when simulating this event on powerful computers, we cannot fully understand it. However, we do know that a black hole merger would produce tremendous energy and send massive ripples through through the space-time fabric of the universe. These ripples are called
You did not
gravitational
think this through.
These ripples are called gravitational waves. In fact, we know galaxies in which 2 supermassive black holes move dangerously
Yeah, it's a
close
good- I
to
guess
each
it's a
other.
good thing, 'cause I tried to
Theoretical
give
models
it to
predict
Danny
that
the
these
other day, and
black
she
holes
told
will
me to
spiral
keep it.
towards each other. Gravitational waves.
So basically they're dead. Everybody's dead. It's a TPK. There's no way of avoiding it.
If we see it happen, we can go into hyperspace.
Hyperspace travels faster than light.
Yeah.
Anything faster than light
So-
would theoretically escape all gravity.
So you would have to immediately be doing that, though.
Yes.
Well, okay, I
Okay.
just said 200 of these fuckers that create black holes. I would
Yes.
probably leave.
And actually, Saul Kareth would know to leave because he's.
well,
You would see me leaving.
you'll
Well,
just
also
have
Saul
to see
Kareth
me.
would know because Saul Kareth knows what a B9 can do.
If they could notice at the B9s. I mean,
Okay.
theoretically, yeah.
Because Saul Kareth knows because Flo knows, and Flo would see them because he's out flying in the middle of space.
leave.
Yeah.
Well, would run. I mean, he would just let everyone.
He's already gone.
He saw them and left
And that was a sign for Saul Kareth to be like,
to leave as well.
yeah.
But the ships are dead. I mean, the majority.
The rest of the ships, yes. Every other ship.
my ships aren't gone.
No. I'm saying, like, whoever you ordered to leave now survives.
All my guys.
So the 9 ships.
Mm.
Okay, and then I would say, like, the one Republic ship.
But it's heavily damaged.
The one Republic ship with you
Yeah,
and somebody else aboard.
And her.
Yeah, Bastila. Because I'm.
So Josh died.
No, Josh left as soon as he saw
Yeah.
as soon as he saw a B9.
We didn't destroy the galaxy, did we?
Thankfully, this battle takes place in open space where there's really nothing. So
We've still basically thrown off the center of the galaxy a little bit.
thankfully,
Because now the biggest gravity place anywhere is right here.
Oh.
so is this how the Black Maul came into existence?
The black what?
The Black Maul.
I don't know.
Oh god,
The big giant fucking black hole. Sure.
that's not good.
So great. Sorry, guys.
Or the Maul, rather. It's called the Maul.
I may have.
You've created the Kessel Run. No.
I may have done a little too far.
Right.
Just a little.
You may have done a big boo-boo.
But to be
You
fair,
almost
now the
TBK'd us.
Republic knows.
Alright.
You're lucky I want this story to continue.
At the very least, I would have lived.
Yeah.
I would have known better.
So
So
what-
said I never got back to her, so she didn't know if you told me.
Oh, okay.
She said earlier about the key.
Anyways, so good news. Everybody survived.
I've managed to save all of my ships, destroy 4 out of 5 of theirs,
Mm-hmm.
destroy the Leviathan completely. It's gone.
Yeah, there's
There's
the black
nothing
hole
left.
would have taken
Yeah.
it.
At least one of those B9 units on it.
Go ahead and name
created
your
black
ship
hole.
because it's in charge now.
Right.
And how many B9 units do you think I've made in this time?
None.
No, you've been too busy fighting, haven't you?
No, I've been on his ship the whole time. We sent out my copies that I made.
Yeah.
The one I
There's 200 gone.
right, but I said
221.
when I got on his ship, I went into a room and started building more of me.
Oh, okay. That's
then
right.
you wouldn't have been next to me when we said that you were in.
That is true.
Like after we went to your ship.
Yeah, you said you were in the command ship with me when I was doing all of this.
Right.
So now you have left while we're running.
Yes.
Okay, so in hyperspace he's left. And
Okay.
I can go ahead and say that I will probably be too busy to notice that he has left for now. Does not mean I won't notice it later.
Hold on, I'm having to fast forward through
Sure.
all this stuff we skipped.
Because we killed everybody?
Wait, so what did we do with them?
They ran.
Well, you know Flo. He ran away as soon as he saw a B9.
Right, but
They managed to
she
escape.
she wasn't with Flo.
No.
Okay.
She was already heading towards Saul Kareth's ship, and when Saul saw Flo leave, he knew to head out too,
To leave as well.
because it's Saul. I mean, he knows Flo's MO at this point,
Right.
so. And
See what happens when you bring me into a game. I do it a little too much. I kill
But
everybody.
so she saved the other Jedi girl.
Yes.
well, yeah, Bastila was already leaving.
Okay.
All right, and
Did
so,
Basil escape without dying?
but everybody, I mean, all those other Jedi that were part of that boarding party dead,
Still pretty happy I got to blow up Malik
and a bunch of other Jedi.
and a bunch of other Jedi.
Alright.
I like killing Force
Doing
users.
pretty good. I did pretty good for my first act as Emperor of the Sith Empire. So I guess at this point, I would make a
Official declaration.
official declaration about Malik's death and how he valiantly fought to the last against the Republic scum. and how.
And of course, you don't. I guess you could argue that Bastila made it. I guess so. You would actually probably make her like a big target.
Yeah, I would bring Basil. I would talk of how the disgusting Jedi Basil named
Bastila.
What?
Bastila.
Bastila.
There's a T.
Sorry. The disgusting Jedi villain Bastila has assassinated the great Malik and destroyed his flagship.
Gotta love Jennifer Hill. Just saying.
And this should only serve as a point to redouble our efforts
Her
to
and Great
crush the rebellion, or to crush not the rebellion, the Republic.
I mean,
Y'all thought I was going to stop a war? I'm getting a bigger one. Which would probably lead to hundreds, if not...
a lot more tax dollars.
Yeah, hundreds, if not... hundreds of millions, if not billions more soldiers.
Yeah.
All gearing up to avenge the fallen Malik.
Guess what? He's creating a job market.
Hey!
I have reduced unemployment in that one system to 0!
Because everybody's in the military.
And the other ones are dead.
Yeah.
So, by the way,
I decided to skip.
my first act as Emperor, now that I am Emperor,
Yeah.
is to create a form of a Senate that has no political power, but pure job is to take care of the day-to-day concerns of the Empire, and to report to me all problems the citizenry is having. To be elected by full citizens, citizenship is only to be rewarded to those who have served 15 years in the military or greater. Roman Empire, bitches. And also to redouble all public works and sanitation and feeding and bread and games and...
Are you also gonna...
Even if the 15 years of military wasn't enough, they have to experience combat. Because you can have 15 years military experience, no combat.
Well, I mean, it's a galactic war where we're literally half a galaxy against war with the other half. There's really no desk jobs.
Hold on, I gotta send him something.
Who, me?
Yeah, we double
Yes.
checked our bases on that. We don't want that payoff. No.
Also, anyone who survives 15 years, not saying that they will.
I mean, they can always just beat me to B9. Yeah, plenty.
Basically, only the people I like, or that my officers like, I pick all the officers that I like, will survive long enough to vote.
Securing our spot.
Securing... Well, they're not voting for me. They're voting for the dummy Senate that has no political power.
True.
It is literally just day-to-day operations. It has no military control whatsoever.
Do you want to be on the Senate?
You can be on the Senate.
You can apply today.
You can be a senator.
Me? Well, I'm honored.
A senator and a general at this point.
Hell yeah.
Or an admiral. I mean,
Why can't I be all three?
I never said you could not be in the military. You had
Because
to not be in the military.
because he made one crucial mistake.
So basically, a year has gone by since the events of Malik's death.
The Sith Empire is flourishing under the rule of...
It actually is. Although the war is still continuing. It's raging on.
How are we doing?
It's-
rages on.
I just
It's
militarize the entirety of my
Yeah.
galaxies.
but it's also very you managed to get a new planet called Terrace or Taurus, depending on who you ask.
Mhm.
Terrace, I would say.
Well, it's usually pronounced Taurus by like the nobles.
Ah.
But the nobles are jerks. Anyways,
And the only way we acquired said Taurus is with a Pokeball.
Taurus, Taris, not Taurus like a bull. Taurus.
Continue.
Anyways,
Still
A
above
year's
my
gone
head.
by, we've only got one planet.
well, you've got other planets, but that was it's a main objective one. That's why I'm giving you that one.
My only thing that
You are currently you've kind of self-imposed exiled onto Kashyyyk for a bit.
Okay.
Social department is strangling.
Also, you're working on something there. You're trying to help out the Wookiees with an issue that they have going on.
Okay.
Uh,
That's it. That's what we should do.
Let's see.
and shot. But then the black holes would kill
Are
him.
you still hanging out with him, or
He is personally.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just in my own room.
okay?
You said a year went by. Holy shit. Okay, maybe I'm not still in that room. It could be 9 years.
But no, but I mean, like, what are you like? Where do you?
I'm still on the same shit.
Okay, so you're still like hanging out with the Sith.
Character's old
Yes.
enough to drink now.
But how many?
So now, let me get this straight. I have now created a Senate. I
Yeah.
mean, it's they have no political power or
No.
military power whatsoever.
No.
Handle day-to-day shit, so I don't have to.
But is it safe to say I've made at least 20 V9 units?
That's safe to say.
Secretively,
I'm gonna have 20 plus me, so 20.
I mean, that's probably safe to say. Like I would,
In this
I would
year.
assume you're too like. There's certain points in the
where I
year,
would be too busy to notice. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
like because
And
you're pretty much
Emperor.
emperor.
right, and I've made them all with the switches,
Yeah,
and they all are controlled by me. They
Yeah.
listen to me.
And basically, all planets that were considered backwaters have now been industrialized, or at least given basic necessities.
and you have not had any bad visions in that year. Everything's been
And you're now a senator and at least an admiral. And my
Are you gonna make him your Darth?
proxy apprentice for now.
You haven't earned it yet.
Well, I knew you like. I
You
knew a day.
you spent more time as his apprentice though now, because it's been about a year since you've known him. You spent more time under him
And I'm
than he
fully-
spent under Malik before Malik made him Darth.
And I'm
Even
spending,
before I took over you.
and I'm doing 3 political jobs.
Two.
Admiral's a separate job
Yep,
Yeah.
from general.
I
because
didn't say you were general. I said you were admiral and a senator.
I thought you said general also.
And I took
I said that earlier as a joke. Like
Oh,
you could
okay.
be. Why not
Okay.
all three? And I.
Yeah.
He said all
Okay.
three. But
So yeah, you're the admiral and okay.
you're basically like a grand moff at this point.
So I'm gonna.
Some political power and also an admiral.
So would you pronounce that as Gius? The name I told you. Gheis.
But I'm also keeping
Yes.
close.
Gius.
Yes.
Gius
Close.
Car.
Yes. DS car.
So it's been a year. You have been doing pretty well at conquering.
And also making people happy they're under the Sith Empire.
Yeah, they should be happy.
Yeah.
They
They're-
should-
Well,
Morality should be
yeah,
pretty
morality's
high.
pretty high for the Sith themselves.
We thought
Although
about
there are some people that are, but that's more of like people who remember the old ways.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't
'Cause you-
crush their old
No,
ways.
no, because I mean, but you also have like people that were nostalgic for the Republic.
They have a Senate.
Yeah,
They can vote for.
or
Some of them.
yeah, except for the poor.
The poor can vote. They just have to join the military. I'm
Anyways,
giving them citizenship.
and
Mhm.
Bastila is on a mission with the Endar Spire that happens to take them above Taurus or Terrace. I'll say Terrace. Terrace is easier. So they are above the planet of Terrace.
Did
And
we just conquer things?
yeah, well, not just, but like pretty at some point during the year.
A few months.
But, you know, my building projects are pretty much... I'm rebuilding the planet. I mean, how
Ye-
far along would that be?
You happen to have I mean, your flagship happens to be nearby. So
But I'm still rebuilding the planet. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
And, you know, making sure everyone has water and food and
yeah.
their own senator.
I will. So I'm going to give you a little idea of how. I am going to give you a little idea of how Terrace works. Terrace is basically the outer rim version of Coruscant. It's got multiple levels,
Right.
so there's basically 3 main levels you need to know about.
Mhm.
The upper city, which is where all the rich are,
Right.
and that's basically your main city area.
Yeah.
And then you got the lower city, which is where about the lower class, not quite the super poor, but like medium, higher lower class.
Yeah.
That's where they
Lower
are.
middle class.
Yeah, the lower middle. That's where they are, and that's also where biker certain gangs are, swoop gangs, and there's actually a gang war currently going on. And the,
Sure, we would be trying.
and you guys have been trying to, but the Black Volkers and the Hidden Becks, those are the main groups, and the Black Volkers have not been giving you an easy time. The Hidden Becks are a little bit more cooperative, but
So we'd probably be backing the hidden backs.
a little bit. And then you got the Undercity, which is the worst. That is basically where the super poor go, and also that's where the disease go, specifically the Rakghoul plague. Those infected with the Rakghoul plague.
I don't like this list.
So,
Doesn't matter to me. I'm a machine.
So
We just
I
burn the
feel
bottom
about a
part of this
B9
thing.
unit following me around, knowing that I'm very independent and I don't like being around.
also you would like to be careful with the Undercity because that's also where your sewage systems are. So,
Can't kill anybody. Can't blow it up.
so, but the reason that the Undercity became that way.
Sure you can.
The reason the Undercity
It's a
became that,
cleansing.
I mean, the way the Undercity became that way is because a long time ago, during when Terrace was first being formed, basically that's where they would send their criminals. It was the Undercity, and it kind of became, oh, if you're born in the Undercity, you're stuck
They
there
have their
for
own
life.
leaders in the Undercity.
They have like little tribal leaders, like they still are
Any
like.
of the tribes bigger than the other ones?
For the most part, they're all one cooperative unit. Like it's kind of like their own government within the government.
Okay.
Because they don't really get the real law and order because, honestly, you don't send your troops that low. And from what you just said, you probably don't want to.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't send like battalions down. I might send.
Like, 10.
I might send some troops every now and again to make sure they know I'm there.
Yeah. But for the most part,
I
most of
wouldn't,
your...
like ethnic cleanse
Says
them.
they make a few battalions with people that have 14 years.
But for the for the most part, you have like most of your troops are in the upper city, and then you also have some in the lower city.
Yeah.
And then, I guess you'll have like a super small amount. In case you couldn't understand that, that was B9 telling you that you should help us out by joining our Patreon, which is linked down below. He also said that if you don't, that you guys will end up like Onderon. B9, I don't think we can do that. Beep, 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 beep. No, seriously, we can't. Burp, burp. Because. Burp, 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 burp. No, seriously, stop. Burp.